Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. I'm excited for this one. We are going to talk about one of the biggest new features to EAFC this year, Playstyles. I've probably played somewhere around 35 games so far. I've tested out a lot of different players with different playstyles. Obviously, it's still early days. We can't say for 100% definitive what is like the absolute best OP playstyles. But there are some that just obviously stand out to me as being insane. Some that maybe aren't as important. But what I will say 100% is players in certain positions in particular who have certain playstyles are going to be very meta this year. I'm going to go through every single playstyle in the game using EA's pitch notes. I'm going to explain what they do, explain how important I think they are, and probably later on in the year, I might do a tier list for the playstyles as well, like S tier for the best ones, etc. But we'll talk about each one, how they work in game. But honestly, this is something you need to be considering. Playstyles really should play a big part in how you choose and pick your team. Honestly, I've said for a long time, I don't think FIFA's done a good enough job at allowing you to play your own style or way. I'm not saying this changes everything in terms of that, but I really do feel playstyles are actually allowing people to maybe slightly work more towards how they want to play. It's a step in the right direction, and I really hope that EA keep working on this and make it better. At the moment, the best players in the game only have one gold playstyle. That means playstyle plus. So for each playstyle, you get two versions. You either get the silver or white, which is just the normal version, or you get the gold, which is the playstyle plus. So like here, power shot plus, and that is a much better version basically. If you don't have the trait, you don't get any of the benefits. So the first one that EA have got on here is all the scoring ones, shooting, power shot. Some noticeable players who have this: Gerard, Mia Hamm, one of the new icons, Michael Ballack. Lots of players have this. You can use some of the websites to do with FIFA like FootWiz, FootGG, FootBin. They have a lot of the play styles on there. Power shot for me is right up there, right at the start, as up there for the best play style in the game. Power shots are very good. Power shots really are good on the game. It's just getting the time to do them. The wind up on them, like the delay when you press to do them, against anyone good, they don't really give you the time to do that. Whereas the power shot play style, I keep calling them traits, but the power shot play style really reduces the time it takes to actually aim and take these, but it also increases how powerful they are, the accuracy. It's really OP, this one, I think. So look here, this shows the video. So you can see there, that's it without the play style. Bit of a wind up on it, not as good. The exact same shot with the play style absolutely flies in. So players who have this and high shooting, I think it's going to make their power shots insane. Honestly, think Mia Hamm having this and some of the other play styles she has, and just start, she could genuinely be the best card in the game. It could be the first time in a long time R9 isn't the best card at launch. But yeah, power shot, 100% one of the best in the game. Dead ball, longer preview line. So if you watched my free kick tutorial today, I did talk about this. If they have the playstyle plus, you can see here they get a much further preview line of where their free kick's going compared to if they don't have it. It's in the middle for the other one. They get increased curve for free kicks and corners. So this is not just free kicks, it's for corners as well. Increased shot power and increased accuracy. I would like to have at minimum one player in my team who at least has this one. Free kicks, I think this year are really OP, the best they've been in years. You want someone who can take free kicks. They're going to get you goals, and corners are really strong as well. So it's important to have these, in my opinion. Not the most important play style. At the end of the day, you can score free kicks without them. I don't think it suddenly makes you go from not being able to score them to they're insane, but it's definitely useful, but it doesn't affect much of the game. Chip shot. I've not used someone with the playstyle plus for chip shot. I don't think there's many people with that. One thing I really do hope EA do is actually start to, as more cards come out, give them more than one playstyle plus. I really hope they don't just keep cards having the same playstyles all year, even if they get 5 special cards. I want them to adapt this and allow us to use evolutions to get more playstyles on a play. I think that would be really good. But for the chip shot, I have used Ollie Watkins, who has the chip shot playstyle. I definitely noticed when I was trying chip shots with other players, they would occasionally just go completely wide or over. When I used Ollie Watkins, even though he doesn't have the plus one, his chip shots were pretty consistent. So I think this year, One thing I would complain about the playstyles is I'm noticing a lot of scenarios in the game that have playstyles that affect them. If they don't have the playstyle, they can be really, really bad. So I'm talking like first touches, long passes. I really hope the game doesn't mean get to the point where you have to have all these playstyles, otherwise players are useless. But yeah, that's a whole other debate in itself. But chip shot definitely made the chip shots noticeably better. Not the most important. Keepers are very easy to take around this year, so you don't really need to use chip shots. So I don't think it's that important. Increased accuracy for finesse shots. Not many, I don't think, have this, but I have used Alex Morgan. She has the Playstyle Plus for this. Her finesse shots are insane. Finesse shots outside the box this year are really strong if you can get a bit of time and space. And they're pretty much from the angle you would think. Finesse shots in one-on-ones are very good. So if you can have someone who has at least the normal finesse shot trait, you should be able to fairly consistently score from outside the box with finesse. That is very useful. Without the finesse shot trait, they're definitely a lot less consistent. Still scoreable, but I think this is a fairly important trait or play style for attackers. Power header. Now we can see here, that's without power header, still decent. With the power header, absolute bullet. Now I think when it comes to heading, there's an actual more important play style. But this gets combined power header quite often with players with the aerial play style plus. This is very good. If you have tall players who are going to win lots of headers, and they win the header, this means there's a very high chance that they're probably going to score the headers. Heading and crossing seems fairly good this year. I've seen quite a few female players who are not even 6 foot who have this. I think it's a bit wasted if they're not going to win many headers. But it's a pretty good one. I don't think it's the be all and end all, but it's a good one to have. That's all the goal scoring ones. This article doesn't talk about the keeping ones. The keeping ones don't really show that often, in my opinion, and I don't think the keeping ones even properly work, so we're not going to talk too much about them. But you can have it so you see in game when a play style plus actually works, the gold thing pops above the head. You can turn it off, but I like to see it. Incisive pass. Reduce time to contact with ball for through passes. Increase ball backspin to be easier to control for the receiver. Increase accuracy of through passes. Incisive pass plus. Pass trajectories are more likely to avoid opposition players. Quite a few really good passers have this. Honestly, on paper, this one sounds incredible. But what I've noticed is even players who don't have the play style at all but have high passing, they tend to just be able to play them anyway. Through balls are really good on this game anyway. I don't think this one even does that much. Maybe it does, but the through balls are just that strong. I don't think you need it that much. So whilst it is good, I don't think you need to have like players with this because I think you can do good through balls regardless. Pinged pass. Increased speed for non-first time ground passes. Increase the pass quality allowing pass receiver to have increased ball trapping control. Increased accuracy on driven passes. And reduced time to contact with ball for driven ground passes. So driven passes are something for the last few years, ever since they brought them into FIFA, they've been really up and down. They're either too slow and not very good, or they're really fast and OP. What I think EA are trying to do here is to make it so the only way that you can really do them effectively and be really good with them, having a player who actually has the playstyle plus. Not many players have that. In my Road to Glory team, I have a player who has this Georgia Stanway. She actually has the playstyle plus. Her driven passes are genuinely insane. They're really fast, but they slow down just as they're about to get to the player who traps them, and the player always seems to take a perfect touch. This is one of the most OP traits, in my opinion. Because when you can do really good driven passes that are quick, beat defenders, and they're very hard to stop, it's very hard to defend against. And on this game, I feel like your defense quite often feel like they're on ice skates. So this is a really good one, especially because they can trap it more. Here's a video from EA to show it an example. So look, that player's already received it, whereas this one, it's still got a couple of yards to go. I don't know if it even shows it in this. So look. They actually take a decent touch there. But one thing I noticed is players who don't have this trait, quite often when they do a driven pass, the player controlling it miscontrols it. When player like Georgia Stanway, who has this playstyle plus, do it, they never seem to miscontrol it. So I think it's right up there as one of the best. Long ball passes. You can read all that. Simply put, it just makes your long passing better. Long passes for years on FIFA have been the most easy thing to do. They've been stupid. Last year, you could just spam L2 and square across field, and it would get there every time. I actually like what EA have done this year. They've nerfed it, so you can't just spam them and switch. Long passing now, the stat matters more. Having this playstyle definitely helps. Someone like Leah Williamson, centre-back for Arsenal, who has this playstyle plus, her long passes are near perfect. Someone like Rudiger in my team who doesn't have any playstyle and his passing's just okay, his passing's a lot worse. Is noticeable. I like that long passing isn't just stupidly easy this year. Do I think long passing's that important on FIFA? Not really. So whilst it's a nice playstyle, I don't think it matters that much. Tiki-taka. I don't think I've used many players who actually have this. Increased accuracy for short ground passes, contextual back heels, reduced time to contact with ball, increased pass quality, allowing pass received to have increased ball trapping control. For me, I don't think ground passes are that bad anyway. The driven passes are the more OP ones that you need the trait for. Players who don't have this, I don't think seem to struggle too much. Sure, it is nice, and maybe can allow for some really nice goals around the box. It would be helpful. I don't think it matters that much though. So it's a nice one, but honestly, I don't think it really, I wouldn't care for it. Whipped pass. Reduced time to contact with both crosses. This is very simple. It basically just makes your crossing a lot better. Crossing is a bit random on this game. It is a bit like this. So players who do have this, I think Trent has this. I actually quite like it and think when you get a good crossing situation, it's really useful. The thing I would say is, though, that you don't actually often get into many crossing positions where you'd rather just work something else. So I don't think it's that important, but it's definitely nice. Ball control. Now, this is one of my favourite. If I had to pick three that are my favourite, that I think are the most important, it'd probably be power shot, first touch, and finesse shot, and maybe the pinged pass. That'd be pretty close. But look at this. So you can see there, someone without the playstyle, when the ball's zipped into him, can do a really bad touch. Someone with that can do that. Someone with that can do that. I think Patelas has this. Her touch is always crazy. Berbatov has this. Controlling the ball this year, for some reason, players just really struggle. So if they don't have this playstyle, it's definitely a hindrance. Flair. I don't think this matters too much. It's more something nice to have. I don't really care for this one, though. Press proven seems to be pretty good. Shielding's actually fairly decent this year. Grealish has this as a playstyle plus, for example. Basically allows them to shield. They dribble the ball better when shielded. And when you're getting pressed, it really does genuinely allow you to get out of the press. So it is very good. I think in bad gameplay, this one would be even better. So you can see here a player who's trying to shield and control the ball. Gets tackled. This player here, they just can't get the ball off them. So this is a really good one, I think, to be honest. I didn't even think about rapid. I said about my top ones. Rapid and quick step probably are up there as well. This video here shows the difference. It basically just makes it when you're sprinting at high speeds. I feel like Mbappe has this or quick step. He definitely has both. I'm just not sure which one's the playstyle plus. But this basically means when you're taking heavy touches, they're better and you're faster. That's really good. I think pace, as always, is really good this year. Technical, quite a lot of players have this. I think this is Messi's playstyle plus. I don't really even know what this means in terms of how that works when you're controlling a player, but it allows you to dribble better, allows the R1 dribbling to be better. I've not really used the R1 dribbling enough yet, but definitely noticeable that it helps the best dribblers a lot. It does pop up above their heads a bit, I've noticed, so it's interesting. Trickster. I'm not a skiller. If you're a skiller, maybe this matters a lot more to you. For me, I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't think there's any tricks that you use with this that I've seen anyone talk about. That I know Neymar has this as his playstyle plus. The Swedish left back, I think, is Rolfo from Barcelona, the female one. She has this. I don't think this is something you need. I think it's more just for fun. And then lastly, I've got two more actually. Defending. I've got this one on. I used this one on Gvardiol. It only activated once in like 4 games. I don't actually think this one works that well. It sounds OP in practice. Base should increase your blocks but I don't really think it does it that often. Some playstyles just won't activate often. This one basically should make your standing tackles and seal outs or physical tackles better. It's fairly good, I think. Not that amazing. Increased ball control when intercepted, ability to form slide interceptions. So you can see a video here showing both. I think this one's pretty good. I think the ball does bounce a lot, way too much if you don't have this playstyle, so it's definitely useful. I think this is going to be one of the most important defending ones. I feel like it's very, very hard to defend this year. One-on-one dribbling. I'm normally really good at defending it. If I don't have someone with the jockey, I feel like my player's on ice skate. So this one's definitely useful. I rarely slide tackle, so I don't think this one matters that much. But it makes you sliding better, keep the ball a bit better. Anticipate. New stop ball stand tackles that aim to keep the ball closer. Increase tackle accuracy. Increase the max distance the ball can travel following a tackle. So effectively, if you have this trait, your standing tackle should be a lot better and you should keep the ball a lot more. Very useful. And the last one's physical. Acrobatic. Really don't think this one matters much. It's more just for fun. Haaland has this as his Playstyle Plus. That's based on his goal in the Champions League. It is good, but I don't think it really matters much. Aerial. Now this one's a bit OP. I don't think it matters that much for defending, as it's not that often you'll need this. But honestly, this is crazy on corners. I score so many goals on corners. I'm going to do a corner tutorial tomorrow. How I score pretty much. I'd say on average I'm scoring 1.5, 2 corners a game. Unless I'm getting bad and don't get the corners. But when I get corners, even when people move the keeper, I'm scoring them a lot. Rudiger has this playstyle. And he has the Playstyle Plus. It's stupid. It's really hard to defend against. I've even seen them out-jump a keeper. So let's watch this. That's without the playstyle. It's crazy. They just leap above. They win the header easy. If you don't get your defending perfect and have someone good in the air, this is going to just be 3 goals. I would say it's important to try have at least one person in the team who can do this. Just have the threat and corners. Trivella's very good this year. I don't think players are doing Trivella's unless they have at least this normal version of this. I don't think you can do Trivella. I might be wrong, but I don't think you can do a Trivella pass or shot if you don't at least have the normal one. But the gold one, I don't know if there's anyone who has the gold one. I've not seen that. But without that, you effectively can't really use them effectively. The edge of the box Trivellas are incredible. I've been using Fran Kirby, who's got decent shooting stats. She's got the normal Trivella playstyle, not the Playstyle Plus. And she's scored a few outside the box for me without me even timing them. So they're pretty stupid against this. Is useful. Relentless basically just allows a player to press more and allows their stamina to be a lot better. Someone like Bellingham or Gayoro, the PSG female centre mid, have this. Definitely comes across pretty useful to me. Long throw really doesn't matter in my opinion. When would you use that? Quick step though, very, very good. Rodman, can't remember her first name, but Rodman, the American attacker, has this. Basically, she has the gold one as well. If you have the Playstyle Plus, it basically means you're really quick off the mark. As you can see there. It doesn't look a lot, but that extra 2 or 3 touches ahead, that could be the difference between getting ahead of someone or not. And generally speaking on FIFA, EAFC, once you're ahead of someone, they're not catching you. If you get your body in the right position, they're not able to catch you. This one is really good. I'll go through them very quickly and say which ones I think are probably S or A tier in my opinion. Quick step, I think Relentless is probably like B. I'd probably say Trivella's like B tier. Aerial's probably an A tier one. Acrobat like C or D. Block, probably like B or C, maybe even C because I just don't even think it works much. Bruiser, C. Intercept, A. Jockey, A. Slide tackle, C. Anticipate, B. Ball control, first touch, S. I think that's really useful this year. Flair, C. Press proven, B/A. Rapid, probably S. Technical, A or B. Trickster, B or C, but if you do skills, it's probably good. Incisive pass, C. Pinged pass, S. Maybe A, but S or A. Long ball, B. Tiki-taka, B. Whip pass, B/A, depending on if you cross a lot. And then the shooting, power shot, definitely S. Dead ball, B, but is pretty useful in the right situation. Chip shot, C. Just don't need to use it much. Finesse shot, A. Power header, A. And there you go. I think playstyles are very good, a very good way of updating the game, making different players useful, making different ways of playing useful. I just really, really hope that EA don't just leave it, don't just keep the flashback. Kevin De Bruyne has the exact same playstyles as his other one. They could have given him like Quick Step or something like that. I really hope EA watch videos like this, listen to the feedback. I really like this. I just really, really hope that they update cards with new playstyles. We'll wait and see, but this has potential to be a really good feature moving forward in the FC franchise. Appreciate you guys watching. If you do have any comments, please do let me know. I appreciate the support of the channel. Make sure you tune into the Twitch streams. Catch you guys later. Have a great one. Peace.